People that are willing to stick their neck on the line to help themselves and others get life on their terms, whatever that may be. And I hope that means something to you, because the night I heard it, it meant something to me. You heard the opening with Todd, Mark, and Norma talking about Charlie, and he breezed through us. And when he had those 10 guiding principles, which you talk about culture, there's 10 guiding principles that are the foundation of our past. They're the mortar of our present, and they're the shield of our future in this company. And you are a part of that. Here's what we're not, because sometimes we get confused. Other companies are like this. We're not a car gloating, big boating, house showing, jet flashing company. That's not us. That's not us. That's not our culture. All right? Can our income, when we work at this, provide some of those things? Absolutely. We're proud of that fact, because that gets us going. Sometimes that's our purpose and reason, right? But we're different. Our DNA is red, white, and blue. The same colors as our culture. Red, white, and blue. Our goal is to never be the biggest. That wasn't our goal. I gotta grab a spark right here. Thanks to Miss Peggy for this nice shaker bottle. Thanks to Buddy for the bike. That's Charlie's motorcycle, by the way. This is some old vintage stuff that's still good. And that's what he's drinking right there in that bottle. On one of those bike rides you just saw across the United States, Petty's, because that's what Charlie wants us to do. You may not realize what your purpose and passion would be to do something different than you could ever do in your current circumstances. But according to Charlie Regis, our goal is to never be the biggest. That's not our goal, guys. It's to be the best trained and most professional in the history of direct sales. That's what we want to be. And he always talked about the volunteer army. You know, just like our armed forces, is that not powerful? To have the greatest armed forces in the world and they're volunteer? Absolutely. They've got our back for the freedom that we have. Just like the motorcycle. The motorcycle is a great emblem of freedom. You may or may not want to ride one, but I'm telling you, if you ever drive one down the highway, you know what freedom's like. It's awesome. And Charlie loved motorcycles. He loved motorcycles. And that's just a cool emblem and representing freedom in this world. But he said, don't ever get this thing out of whack. Your faith is first. Your family's second. Your job is third. Advocate's fourth. Advocate's fourth. Don't get those out of whack, because sometimes I know early in the game we did. You got so excited, it was all advocate, advocate, advocate. All right? Advocate should make you a better employee. So good that they don't want to lose you. Right? It should make you a better husband and a better wife. That you're better to your kids and that relationship's stronger. Because those four walls, what goes on there is the most important thing. If you're struggling, I remember one time he said in this room, if you're struggling in your marriage, you need to get out of here and go home. Fix that first. Because if you can't get that right, you're going to have a heck of a time building a team in Advocare. Here's the other thing with those guiding principles. We might be imitated, but we'll never be intimidated by anybody in direct sales, right? We set the bar. We set the bar. You come up here if you want to play in our game. This is the way we're going to do it, the right way here in the United States. And when we go international, we'll do it the right way international, because that's the way we're going to be, the way Charlie wanted it to be, all right? The right way to set the bar. We got to be who we say we are. Like the shirt says, we build champions. We build champions, you know? And as you go from the past and what Charlie built us that solid foundation on those 10 guiding principles that are still true today, all right? You get in the present, we've got so many givers in this company, and some of them were represented earlier. A lot of diamonds doing a lot of things with their income beyond, you know, doing missions. They're out there doing missions, all right? They're out there helping kids that are handicapped. I was talking to Matt Warren, handicapped veterans and kids in Colorado, want to do outdoor activities, to be able to pour into that and put something in the passion that burns in him, where he can help people that can't normally do those things and they're able to do it. And you know what? There's the volunteers for your kids coaching your sports, doing those type of things. And you don't even, maybe not even know what your passion is yet. But there's a photo right up here of a champion advocate named Greg Stern from Brookings, South Dakota. The whole state's here tonight from South Dakota. And those are some of the young lives that he's impacted. And the story of Greg and his wife Pam is so life-changing. I wish I had a long time to tell you, and you'll hear it from stage someday. But I have a short time to share it, so I'm going to tell you this. There was a key time when he had a chance to go to No Limits. And he met that other gentleman over there that was already passionate about Rescue International, Crisis International. His name was David Farmer, and his wife Tammy. And I tell you what, they were talking just by chance, just like some of you people didn't know each other till you were standing in line outside, or you're going to the store, you've never known each other. He sat down to eat with David. They didn't want to sit, but then they said, I got to sit down there. And Greg's starting to talk to David. David opens up to him and tells him what his passion is, what his ministry is. All right? And it was amazing. It was amazing because it was just meant to be. And the whole thing is, with sex trafficking, these young girls in India, hundreds have been saved by Greg. 200 plus girls have been saved by Greg, his wife Pam, and 1,000 by David and Tammy. Where are they at? Stand up. They're out there somewhere. Stearns. Greg, where you at? Right here. David Farmer. Greg right there. It's because that income that the Stearns were able to produce in this part-time opportunity because of Advocare and his gym business, that he was able to take those trips over there to India. And when you see a little girl in a cage like David Farmer did, there's something that ticks inside of you that goes, I got to do something about this. I can't let this happen. And they could go on and on with the stories, but the fact is they're making a huge difference. And all of us can make a difference. Whatever your passion is, there's not a right or wrong passion, guys, but if you don't live it and breathe it, you're not doing it right. You live here a short time, you got to make a difference. And so often we're shackled and chained by the things we do because we have to have an income that we don't let loose. And we are hesitant. We're scared. Have courage. Get out there and fight. Those people that he talked about, and there's some more pictures, all right? Making a difference in Advocare Nation, home and abroad. Volunteering in your community. Being on the school board. Coaching your kids' sports. Volunteering in your church. Whatever it might be. Running for public office. Those things are things Charlie talked about that we could be. But it's a little bit different when there's some Advocare DNA, red, white, and blue in you from the Regis family and Charlie. Because once it's in you, you can't bring it out of you. It's going to stay in you for the rest of your life. Some people might leave here, never come to another success school, but you'll never, ever forget this one. I promise you that. It's a fire that burns in me, and I hope it burns in you. I know Glory and I have our passion. You'll find yours, whatever it might be. You probably already know, and it's just not going fast enough, and I hope that's with you tonight. Charlie wanted us to be difference makers. So what's your passion? Here's how you know. What makes you laugh, and what makes you cry? What makes you laugh, what makes you cry? Because I tell you what, if you're not doing one of those two, you're probably not living a whole lot right now. Think about that. Think about that. I remember one success school that Charlie closed out. I'll never forget this. He asked us to be a difference maker. Norma opened up using that, ironically, the same words, being a difference maker. He said, take it to a whole nother level. Be a difference maker, whatever that means to you. Think about that this weekend. Write it down. Cut a picture out. Make it drive you like the picture of my family on the flip-down visor of my car. When I didn't feel like going, I wasn't looking in the mirror at me. I was looking in the visor at them. Because I want to spend time with them. I was going to have to give up a few things now to get more later, as Mark said earlier today. But this message he recited still rings true today. I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do something I cannot do. So as I close out tonight, I've got one question to ask you. As you look at the picture of Charlie with Freddie taking off on the back of those bikes, representing freedom, do you want to be a difference maker? Because now's the time. The next 25 years is our future.